The potted donuts continued. Okay, now she firing up the potted donuts. Now she putting her potted donuts on the stove. Blink if you know what I'm saying. Okay. Hello there, love bugs. Hello there, Bellas. If you have not already done so, please remember to like, share, and subscribe because it is so important to our success here on the YouTube. And if you are not already a part of our book club, please remember to hit the Patreon link below. And for a small monthly fee of $5, you babies, yes, you can be privy to all the shenanigans before the YouTube gets it, if the YouTube gets it. Now, let's talk about this Wendy Williams. The show opens up with a tearful Wendy Williams, and playing in the background is her many tabloid issues that she has had within recent years. And then another thing, let me say this about Lifetime too, okay? Wendy must have stood up and said, answer no. We will not be using your Tyler Perry wigs. We will not be going back over to the Tyler Perry studios to borrow his wigs. We're going to use my wigs. Because I was like, for a Lifetime production, these wigs is looking real Wendy Williams-y-ish, okay? And you know her wigs are pretty good to me. But she is in her dressing room. A tear drops out of her eye. She's saying a little prayer. And then her team enters the room and snap, fabulosity. She turns into this Wendy Williams character. Okay. So anyway, she is positioned right in front of the curtain. You know how it opens. It opens. She got on her dress that is doing nothing for her body as usual, okay? And she got on her sneakers, right? But right before she goes on stage to, greet her audience or them, housewives. Right before she goes on stage, we go back in time to 1973. An 11-year-old Wendy Williams that has weight, because kids can be mean. So mean that she gave a specific example where she went to this birthday party. Oh, she was psyched to go to the party, okay? Now, her parents or her mammy was afraid because she thought that maybe, her daughter was too fat because they had picked out this dress and it worked 2 weeks ago, but now it was a struggle to get in, okay? They got to the birthday party. Wendy Williams did not know you don't supposed to beat the birthday girl on her day. They playing musical chairs. Wendy Williams won the musical chair okay? Her mammy didn't tell her the rules. When you at somebody else's party, it's all about them. The birthday girl is crying. Wendy Williams don't care because she's sitting there in the chair. I won until that mother hunch broke. Okay, supposedly she was so big that the chair couldn't support her. Consequently, through all the fat jokes, Wendy Williams still got a mission. Her mission is to live among the stars, like those people on the tabloid magazine. She interested in all the Martians that live in Kentucky. Okay, all the Ferraris that are, underground under the White House. She's interested in all that stuff. She's interested in Wacko Jacko. She's interested in all that. And she then said to herself at 11 years old, I'm going to live among the stars. And I'm going to do it by talking about them like a dog. Okay, moving on to college. Now in college, she discovered radio, and by her sophomore year, she had her own radio show. She pretended to be a personality just like her idol, Miss Carol Ward. Now, dig this, okay? Carol Ward must be a bad mother hunchy, because if Wendy Williams considers Carol Ford an idol, then that must be a bad mother hunter. Because imagine how many people consider Wendy Williams an idol. And if Wendy Williams looked up to Carol Ford, imagine how bad of a beast she was to work in New York, but ended up in St. Croix, okay? She ended up in St. Croix because she had to take the jobs wherever she could. That's one thing. When you want to be something powerful or greater in life, you can't be afraid to take chances. I said it. Okay. You cannot be afraid to take chances and dedicate your life to it. That includes moving to St. Croix. Okay. But eventually she found a job in DC with Miss Cathy Hughes. Cathy Hughes, what the hell did you do to that lady? Why is she so mad at you for? In DC anyway. Okay. Kissing ass. Right? Oh, thank you, Miss Cathy Hughes. Thank you, Miss Cathy Hughes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Cathy Hughes is talking to somebody, okay? Now, the lady who Cathy Hughes is talking to is irritated because Wendy Williams just walked up to her or to the conversation, interrupted it, and started kissing ass. Okay, Cathy Hughes just who's talking to Cathy Hughes before Wendy Williams walked up to them and broke up their conversation is blowing cigarette in her face. Do you know that is the most disrespectful thing in the world to me? Now, I'm not gonna lie. One time in life, I let this white bitch get away with it. Okay. Now, she wasn't no regular white bitch. She was my Judy, right? That's why I was like, should I whoop her ass because she blew smoke in my face? I'm confused. Am I supposed to whoop her ass? You know, I don't know, you know, because I consider that disrespectful, but I'm not a cigarette smoker. So I don't know if y'all mean to do it on purpose or not. Okay. But in this movie, that lady was very disrespectful when she blew that smoke in there. Anyway, they dismissed her. Be gone, bitch. So anyway, well, she was dismissed. So, you know, she's like, okay, I ain't doing nothing right now. So she takes her ass into the bathroom down there at the Cathy Hughes place and you know, started eating on them potted donuts, okay? For all you people who don't know what potted donuts is, what's on the potted donut? Now, she in an interview flirting with this dude named Ricky Tony. Was it a real dude named Ricky Tony? I'm so confused. Anyway, she in the studio, you know, doing an interview with Ricky Tony. Hi, Ricky Tony. Well, hi, Wendy. What you doing later? Just, I don't know. Okay, but when we get off the air, we're going to talk about something. When they get off the air, Ricky Tony say, I got a party for us to go to. Wendy like, oh, yeah, Ricky Tony. Yeah, baby. Yeah. But before we go to the party, I need to stop past my house to change. Oldest trick in the book. I can't tell you I ain't never fell for it myself. Okay. So Wendy Williams all giddy. She like, do I need to change? He said, nah, baby, you perfect. Let's go. Okay. All of a sudden, she at the man house sitting on the bed. She got her little dress on, her little sexy dress. And then hold tight, Wendy Williams, bitch. You is killing me. Because you know that that lady don't look like the new you. Okay? Mufasa looked like the new you. But that lady looked like the old you, the pretty you, before you started doing all them things to your face, because you were very pretty. You know, people accuse Wendy Williams of being a trans woman, okay, when in actuality, I don't think she is at all. I mean, she had a baby. Comes out the shower because, you know, he had to change his clothes with just his towel on. He stands in front of her. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. He stands in front of her. She's sipping on the wine. I'm here with Ricky Tony. He stands in front of her. She's sitting on the bed with her glass of wine. So excited. Then he drops the towel and starts crawling on top of her. She was confused as to what to do in that situation. I myself have been in that situation, just being green, okay? But once you know the situation, you know not to put yourself in that situation. And then what was profound, why I say this movie started getting good to me along the way, because I actually resonated with her in that moment that she was being taken advantage of, because she said, here I am thinking that I'm about to be this huge mogul or record guy, whoever he is, girlfriend, and for real, he was just going to, do his business on top of me and toss me out like trash. And that's what he did. He dismissed her. Okay, you can go. The next day, Kathy Hughes in her face saying, so I heard you left with Ricky Tony yesterday. Wendy Williams responded with, yeah, I'm doing great. My numbers are going up. My audience approval is high. Work at WOL, okay? Sending her broadcast tapes to other radio stations in New York. Because remember, her overall goal is to get to a New York station. Because she's distraught, okay? She calls her father, trying to explain to him her interpretation of what will happen in her future. Okay. The father says, why you just don't get you a real job and come on back home? Okay. At that point in the movie, it's clear that her parents are not supportive of her choices to become a part of the entertainment world. Okay. Now, let's not forget also, okay, that she's going through some issues with her brother because her mom just passed. Okay, and she didn't go to the funeral. Potted donuts continued. Okay, now she firing up the potted donuts. Now she putting her potted donuts on the stove. Blink, if you know what I'm saying. Okay, so she partying with potted donuts on the stove. Now the partying didn't impede on her job at all because her position or her show on WOL did not start till 3. Okay, so she was always on time, never missed a day. She was a very, very hard worker, but she still had goals in her eyes. She wanted to get back to New York. So, working Monday through Friday at WOL, on the weekends, she worked part-time at a radio station in New York. And how she was doing it was with the help of the potted donut. That was literally the fuel behind her being able to work 7 days a week back and forth. Okay. Ambition and potted donuts together. Oh, that's a hell of a combination. Because she's doing these 2 jobs. One job is at WOL in DC. The other job is part-time at 103.5 on the weekends. Okay. She's saying in her mind, because she had found this new fame, she ain't trust nobody. She ain't trust no, people walking up to her going, hey, Wendy, what's going on? So she secluded herself. She didn't trust them new niggas over there. All she trusted was the potted donut. So now she gives her resignation to Kathy Hughes in DC. They don't give a fuck. Okay? They don't give a fuck. Bitch, get out. Okay? You hunching Ricky Tony anyway. Get out. Okay? Because now she is working at that 103.5 in New York full time. Okay? Wendy said, I don't know what the heck Kathy Hughes' problem was with me. I don't know. She was probably old. She was probably, I don't know. Sometimes when 1990s. And she is at 103.5 for 2 years. And then it turned into Hot 97. And then she was fired. She said she still don't know why she was fired. Girl, don't you know? The next thing on her list was to meet Miss Carol Ford. Okay, so what she decided to do was go down there to the lobby of the radio station that Miss Carol Ford worked at. Okay, she was there. She sat there for 2 weeks eating her Doritos and fruit punch sippy. Okay, and then one day the program director comes out and say, "Hey, ain't you Wendy Williams?" Yes, I'm Wendy the Williams. He goes, "Come here, I need to talk to you." Okay, he brings her in the room and said, "Look, Carl been on vacation for 2 weeks. The lady that I normally use to replace her when Carl is on vacation, she ain't able to be nowhere or found anywhere either. Or I don't know, the bitch might have been pregnant. I don't know, sick. I don't know, but that lady wasn't available. So your name is Wendy Williams. I'm happy with whatever it is that you did before. I need you to get on this mic." She got on the mic. She did a good job. While Wendy Williams is on the air, she came up with the idea of gossip radio. okay? When she was on there standing on for Miss Carol Ford, she started talking about somebody's something, and then next minute you know, the people start coming in, hey, stop that. Don't talk about that stuff. She looks up at the program director and says, sir, this is the wave of the future. This is what's going to give us ratings. People want to know about this stuff. Yes, they do, because they want to know that they're not the only person in the world that's like that. Okay? So they do. The program director looks at her and said, you may got a point. Just keep doing what you're doing. We are on the Wendy Williams Morning Show, and it's a prime spot. Thankfully, to the new program director. Not that the old program director had anything, bad to say about Wendy or didn't like Wendy. It was just that the old program director left. Okay. So we have the new program director that was like, oh, yes, we must get you on the morning show, girl. You are. Because her popularity is increasing, she can't sneak off to the bathroom and do booger sugar or powdered donut and peach. She can't do none of that. Okay, because she's trying to sneak off at the club in the bathroom and do her thing, and these two girls on the outside spilling the tea. Is that Wendy Williams in the bathroom? I know that's you. Yeah, it's me. Girl, my friend who know total said that Thick Thighs Diddy was shitting on them. Okay, I said, oh my God, next week Wendy Williams is on the radio talking about total. Can't you see what you do to radio me? Talking about how total is broke because Thick Thighs Diddy ain't paying them. Girl, how you just gonna take hearsay out of the bathroom and then put it on the radio like this shit is true? Who the hell you think you is, Natasha? I love Tasha K. I might crack a little jokes about her, but I like her. I like her balls. Okay. And if you ask me, I think she's the next one up in regards to being who is going to be the next. She done pissed P. Diddy off. She need a bodyguard. You can't just piss off Thick Thighs Diddy and think you're going to walk around New York safely. Answer no. So she got a bodyguard / drug mule. Mm-hmm. She got this personal assistant. His name is Skeletor. At first, I thought it was Charlemagne the God. I was like, damn, Charlemagne. She is now dating R0ast of R0ast and Rakim. She is in love. Love. What a man is splendid thing. She was in love until she let that nigga use her car. Okay? Danger. How the hell is somebody from R0ast and Rakim? Nigga, you a whole rapper out here. Okay, I know you ain't made a hit in a while. I think he was a DJ. Okay, and speaking of the R0ast, bruh, y'all casting was way, not way, it was way off with R0ast. Okay, because that nigga, he wasn't shaped like that in the movie. Okay, that R0ast in the movie is not the same R0ast that is R0ast. R0ast is fully, he's a voluptuous man. If you know what I'm saying. He got breasts, thighs, ass, hips. He's sexy as a mug. You hear me? That thing that was in that movie, trickery. Next trickery, scene, pressure. R0ast then threw her in a trick bag, okay? Because she was letting the ninja use her car. I need my car back so I can be to work on time. You know he ain't bring that car back, girl. That's why you never let a nigga borrow your car. If he ain't got his own car, think to yourself, why don't he have his own car? Instead of her quitting him because he almost made her late for work, she rented him a car. These people looking for me. The rent-a-car people was looking for me. Where the fuck this damn car at? You told me you turned this car in 2 weeks ago, okay? This nigga just hang up on me. This nigga hung up. Hello? This nigga just hung up. When it was over, she had bad credit and was pregnant. Okay? She, let's say, terminated the pregnancy. 1994, she is partying, and here comes Kevin Hunter with his smooth ass. They made sure that the casting was like the real person, but 100 times better. It's 1994. She has Kevin Hunter's number. She calls him out of the blue, come meet me here. She in love. He warned her. Them Virgos will woo you. Watch yourself. They will woo you. but their mouth is treacherous, okay? So now, this is when she says, well, I'm not going to talk about how I met my first husband, because my first husband wasn't nothing but a rebound from R0ast, and we only lasted 5 months. Okay, now let me tell you something else. R0ast don't claim her as a woman. Now she is back at Hot 97 because her radio station purchased them. Okay, she got fired from Hot 97. She started work for somebody else. The somebody else purchased Hot 97. Now she back at Hot 97. Okay, she paged Kevin and he returned her call immediately. They had a date that night. Kevin and Wendy are in the car vibing. Wendy is asking the regular questions. Do you have a woman? Is it a woman out there that thinks she's your woman? Because you know you got to ask them niggas that. Are you married? Do you have a girlfriend? Do you have a significant other? And Kevin Hunter is taking these questions like a champ. Cool, calm, and collected. In the car, going after his neck about everything. Kevin Hunter is just shutting everything down. Girl, I got my own money. So the producers of the Wendy Williams show, girl, them sex scenes, I mean, they weren't like, you know, like Skinamax or anything like that, but they were good enough, especially since the Wendy Williams in the movie looked 100 times better than Wendy Williams in the real life. Okay, and her body was 100 times better than the Wendy Williams. So here we are. Wendy Williams is in love, and she is discussing her body issues with Kevin Hunter. Okay, she is saying because she was so big, you know, and you know her parents always, you know, got on her neck about her weight issues. She had decided to get some boobs done and some lipo. Okay. Kevin was like, baby, I don't think you need it, but I will support you. She went and she got them done, went to work the next day, talked about it. And they was like, Wendy, you can't talk about that. You can't talk about that. You can't talk about plastic surgery. That's answer no. That was back then before it was okay to talk about plastic surgery. So again, this is another moment that I'm saying to myself, Wendy is showing us how forward thinking she came to the door and said, Wendy Williams, what the hell is wrong with you talking about your plastic surgery? You are on 2 weeks suspension. Wendy was like, 2 weeks. Okay, so she go downstairs, she mad, but who on the outside of the building waiting for her is that goddamn total. Bitch, I'm gonna kick your ass. All right. Kevin Hunter pulls up in his Mercedes-Benz or Wendy Williams Mercedes-Benz and save the day. Bitch, who want it? Who want it? Who gonna get it? Who want it? I said to myself, Kevin Hunter, I know you're not about to put your hand on them girls. I know that's what you're not about to do. Girls get in the car supposedly and leave. Okay. Then it was just as easy as that. You trying to tell me that Puff Daddy allowed Total to be chunked down there at the radio station? Hunter understood her and her habit, to which he does not support, but never pressured her to stop. So what she did was stopped. Cold turkey. Kevin proposed. So now she on air again with, I forget the name of this. Was it DJ Red Alert she was with? You know, and putting those men in very uncomfortable situations because she was discussing Q-Tip's sexuality, right? And she wanted the men to jump on board with it. They wasn't jumping because they knew you were crossing the line. Wendy, you are crossing the line, girl. You can't just put accusations out like that, okay? But again, she's forward thinking. They out people like this all the time now. So here comes the reprimand for pissing off Diddy. Okay, that's what you don't do. You do not piss off Thick Thighs Diddy. Okay, and they tell her, look, you in trouble. You getting 2 weeks. 2 weeks with pay. Just chill out. Do what you do. You can't work for nobody else. Okay, your contract says you can't work for nobody else. So I mean, go home and chill. All right. Wendy Williams said, "No, that's not going to happen. I'm going to work somewhere else." You can't work nowhere else. What the contract said was that she couldn't work nowhere in New York. So off to Philly. So now Wendy Williams is back in New York at WBLS. Okay. The day that she was supposed to start, 9/11 happened. So she did not start that day, but that was significant to her. 9/11 is significant. Okay, moving forward, she is writing a book. Kevin, do you mind if I put in the book all your goddamn cheating? Nah, babe, go ahead and do it. Kevin don't care. He don't care because the bitch is going to sleep with him anyway, okay? And if it's going to get her more money for the juice, then why not? In 2008, they're at an event, okay? Here is Charlemagne the God, just one speck in her life. And we all know that Charlemagne the God, he owes his career to the Wendy Williams. Okay, but anyway, in 2008, they had an event. She walks up to Charlemagne the God. Charlemagne the God, who is that? Oh, that's my homegirl from back one of them Carolinas or back down south or something like that. Okay, her name is Serena. Okay, is she fucking him? Next scene, Wendy and Kevin are at the table. Phone is ringing. Blah, 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 blah. Wendy, first thing she's thinking about that is the bitch. You better answer that phone. Answer that phone, Kevin. I know it's a bitch on that phone. No, it ain't no bitch. It ain't no bitch. Answer it then. Hello? Hey, is this Kevin Hunter? Yes. This is Debmar Productions. Yes. We've been trying to get in contact with you about Wendy Williams. Wendy says to him, Debmar has been calling the studio all week. They're trying to get me. Kev said, I don't give a fuck. Until they give you what you worth and what you deserve, we not messing with them. Kevin Hunter helped her to get the Wendy Williams show. Has a daytime talk show, okay? Thanks to Kevin Hunter. But the guest stars ain't biting. They mad at her. Kevin says, you done pissed a lot of people off, so ain't nobody coming on your show. Wendy says, you know what? I don't need nobody on my show because I am going to have a hot topics show, okay? And I can talk about all the mother hunchies that don't want to come on my show, okay? Great idea. She's the first one to do it. Wendy Williams, again, forward thinking. It's this that makes me impressed. He has been signed on for 2 more seasons. But now, Kevin Hunter is blatantly cheating on her, okay? In 2016, Kevin is pissed, okay? And now he is doing reverse psychology on her because she like, you around here doing whatever it is that you want to do, okay? And I'm trying to make money for us, and you around here slapping your dick in all kinds of coochie, okay? Kevin says, again, reverse psychology again. I'm trying to protect you. Everything I do is for you. Don't you understand that? Everything that I do. I can get that, but if I'm your partner, you might need to tell me, okay? Nay, I'm about to go fuck this bitch named Keisha because Keisha said that she can get us the tickets to the WNBA All-Star game. Something like that. Nay, I'm about to go hunch this girl named Shirley because her sister is a booster and can get you any Chanel you want. That's what I'm talking about. Okay? That's the conversation that you need to have when you partner. The discord in their marriage is showing at work. Okay? Now we're moving on to a strange scene with a dude named Ryan. Okay? Ryan just spilled his guts out. You would have thought that it was the first 48. Where's my husband? Is my husband really? He over there down there to the Florida with Sharina. Do they live down there? They live 10 minutes away from you in New Jersey, down the street from you. Damn, Ryan. Damn. We know we can't rob a bank with you. Now she at the house. At the house where Kevin and Sharina live, okay? She there, all right? She's gluing the mailbox shut. Cancer, Patty, but I like it. Kevin comes through the door all cool and was like, you was down there in my investment property? You mean in the house that I bought for your little bitch? No. That's my investment property, Wendy. You working against me, Wendy. Means of manipulation. She kirking, he cool, okay? She didn't leave him because Lil Kev was only 16, okay? That's what she's saying in her mind. Oh, God, I can't leave because Lil Kevin is only 16. You know that's what you cancer women tell yourselves. to stay in a relationship with this bullshit. Okay, little Kev is 16 years old, and she don't want him to be without a father, right? I'm saying to myself, it's men out here that ain't seen their father since 16 months. You think it's going to kill little Kev when he's 16 years old that his parents break up? Dummy chop your ass right quick. So you're not going to talk about the incident that happened with Kevin and your son. She made it very clear that she's not going to talk about her son. Okay. She did not mention anything about her son's drug addiction to Scooby Snacks. Okay. Because she said that he was addicted to, what is that stuff? Synthetic marijuana, which we all know reacts in the body like PCP. Okay. What she did not talk about also in the movie is the fact that you came on camera with your ring and was like, oh wait, where's my ring? And was like, I'm still Mrs. Hunter. You didn't talk scene about that. Is the pass out scene when she on the Wendy Williams show. Okay. Kevin Hunter comes to her and says, look, you need to get yourself in a rehab. She's like, I don't need a rehab. Bitch, you need a rehab because there's all kind of wine and liquor bottles collected around your bed, girl. Unless you old bam ass dude who like to keep all the alcohol bottles that he drank throughout his life and keep them up there like they accomplishments or something, you know, because niggas do that. Keep their alcohol bottles. I'm like, Joe, you spent $900 on this bottle. All the liquor is gone. You just want to keep the bottle, you know, for a memento or something? She in a rehab. She ain't supposed to have no tabloids, no phones, okay, at all, because the people at the rehab know that it's triggering for her, okay? But a special friend gave her some tabloids and a phone, okay? She opens up a phone, page 6, then dropped pictures of Serena and Kev hugging each other. And Serena's just rubbing her belly, yes. Oh, with a baby on the way. And oh, I see you. Hey, still looking good, baby. Just like I knew you would. Hey, press, danger. Wendy Williams is like, I got to get back to New York. I will continue rehab, but I will get back to New York. Because you know that damn Kevin sent her ass way down there to Florida and thought she was going to stay there while, you know, Serena up here pregnant and he can, you know, be open in public with his. Wendy Williams came back to New York and went to a rehab in Queens and was chauffeured from the rehab in Queens to her show, back to the rehab in Queens. Now she's in the rehabs, right? She's saying she's speaking her truth, that she was not on drugs. She, you know, the wine thing was not an issue. Parents are in a scene and they are concerned with her because they believe that she is back on illegal substances. She like, what is Kevin telling you? What is he telling you? Now, this is when I start realizing that Wendy the Williams is full of it. Girl, you are so full of it. And the only reason why you did this movie was to get back at Kevin Hunter. This is the only reason why you did that. So, girl, you are some trash. Remember how I told you she has drivers that drive her from the rehab to the show, to the show, to the rehab, to the rehab, to the show, okay? On one of them trips, she was able to escape because they was in traffic. Next one you know, she in a meeting. She letting her people know, don't mess with Kevin Hunter no more. He has no privileges here. He has been fired. Okay, and Wendy Williams' mind, she think that Kevin Hunter is trying to kill her. Bitch, if he kill you, how he gonna pay for the baby? He can't kill Kevin you. Wants to talk to her, but she go, how's your new baby doing? Mm-hmm. Is it a boy or a girl? It's a girl. She is telling her speech to all her people and her team, just like, you know, we're going to get through this. This is going to happen. We're not going to pay attention to the tabloids, that my show is about to be canceled. Wendy, you didn't talk about none of that. None of that. I'm sure we wanted to hear about that. Okay. Because the tea you gave us about Kevin Hunter, girl, page 6 then told us everything already. Page 6 told us everything back in 2000. If you have not already done so, please remember to like, share to Facebook, and subscribe because it is so important to our success here on the YouTube. Now, remember this, the same people that you meet on the way up will always be the same people that you meet on the way down, my naysayers, my Patreon loves. You babies, you have a good one. Peace.